This is certainly a controversial subject, the effort to get gays and lesbians to go straight.
Linda, some say it can't even be done, that it's even dangerous to try. But you're about to hear from Oklahomans who say not only can it be done, but that it saved their lives. And on the other side, we're going to hear from an Oklahoma pastor who is openly gay.
The Gospel of John, chapter 8. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women." Jesus said to them, "If any one of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." When no one condemned her, Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go now and leave your life of sin." It's one of the most quoted of Christ's teachings, and it's the name behind the First Stone Ministries in Oklahoma City. On their website, you'll see this: detailed emphasis on overcoming all forms of sexual brokenness, including homosexuality, sexual abuse, and addiction to pornography. Laura Lee Standlake is a women's minister at First Stone and a former lesbian.
I was sexually addicted. I was deeply fearful. I was addicted to my girlfriend.
Now straight and married, Laura attributes her change of lifestyle to the supernatural power of God and a call to a deeper relationship with Christ.
So when I started the journey to obey God and what I thought God was asking for, I had no idea that I would actually change in my orientation. That wasn't the goal. It wasn't on the table as something to work on. I was just walking out a daily relationship with God.
When I met with Laura and several of her clients at First Stone, they all shared the change God through First Stone has brought to their lifestyle.
There is a true place of healing and identity that comes from God that does change. It does change the core of who you are.
The perception is 90% of the battle, is getting rid of the perception and finding the truth. Because as Jesus says, the truth will set you free.
God really does love me. That he's really compassionate to people who are struggling with sexual addiction and even same-sex attraction, that he's not afraid of me, he's not afraid of my struggle.
I don't think it's necessary, but people have the freedom to do.
Dr. Scott Jones is the openly gay pastor of the Cathedral of Hope in Oklahoma City. He says he has no problem with organizations like First Stone if that's where people believe they are being led. And he's very familiar with this passage of the Bible that deals with homosexuality, saying homosexual offenders will not inherit the kingdom of God.
It's a critique of things like the common military practice of when you invaded your enemy to then rape all the people that you would have conquered, both male or female, or the use of sex as a part of ritual worship in pagan idolatry. The homosexual practices in particular that are being talked about are the kind of practices that were abusive, that were threatening and harmful to other people, and not the sort of mutual loving, caring, monogamous relationships that we would be defending in the 21st century.
Jones says modern medicine also addresses the issue of being gay.
American Psychological Association has said that you cannot change a person's sexual orientation, and to try is harmful.
Probably each of us.
But those with First Stone say their faith in the Spirit of God has changed them where nothing else could.
I would never want to go back there. Once you taste freedom, it's pretty great, the freedom not to choose what had bound you for so long is just really incredible.
First Stone has about 80 clients right now who have been referred to them by Oklahoma churches.